Hey, welcome back, Twag fam. We back with another podcast. I'm turning 26. Hey, I want to come back and reflect on these past 2 years with y'all on this little new podcast by myself again, solo dolo style. And I'm in a car. I really talk about the mental, whether you're dealing with a relationship, life outside of work, post graduation, friends, etc., etc. We talking a lot of random topics along the way as well, but main thing is we back. We're back to give you some knowledge, some random pieces of knowledge along the way, all in the car. So go enjoy this podcast and just chill back, relax. It's nothing too serious, not too structured. And yeah, welcome back to the podcast, baby. Twag fam, we out. Welcome back, y'all. I know it's been a minute. I know, wobbly wobble. Okay, so we're in a car right now. I'm doing this podcast, 2026 me, Twag, or Visuals with Ed. Follow that account, by the way. Visuals with Ed, yes, VisualsWithed. But yeah, this is more of a personal YouTube account and personal podcast we're doing today. So, and that's the whole shindig. That's what we're doing. So topics, I mean, we're about to get into anything and everything. Updates on me, updates since the last podcast, excuses, this, that, and the third. I'm using now a Sony a7S III, W investments. So investing in myself, got this DJI Mic 3. You know, I'm trying to do some more content in general since I have the equipment. I've always had the equipment now, I just haven't had the aspirations to use it. And now I do, since it's about to be B-Day. So this is another reason why I'm doing the podcast. That's the biggest reason, actually. I should say that or rephrase that. So the biggest reason we're doing this podcast today is June 20th, T-minus 5 days, B-Day. Woo woo, Cancer Gang. June 25th. Yeah, turning to the big 26, and I was like, you know what? I got to do something special. I gotta do for my family, no, this is all personal. It's like memory I can look back at, like, oh snap, this is what he was like back then, man. Wow. I don't know. I just, one of those things that video, photos, they create memories. That's the biggest thing, creating memories. And like, that's the number one thing for me. As I've grown up and realized why I got into video, why I'm a video editor, why I create content, why I do photos, why I do anything in the realm of content creation. And I'm not just, you know, trying to get likes and views and whatever. That's cool and all as an editor, sure. Get those hooks in and stuff, which for now, this is just a dry run. See how we're doing, see how we feel, and go from there, because at the end of the day, it's on me to edit it, put the time in to record this, you know, the process, having free time to even do this, you know. We're all adults here, or some of us may be turning into adults soon, or still in high school, whatever age group you are in, or your 30s, 40s, 50s, wherever you are at in life, man, we all are just doing our thing, living how we live, and that's just it, okay? And what I want to do right now is create this memory for myself. Not only for me, for future people that might care about me, and good little chat about life that I think will be valuable to look back at, whether it be me or whoever wants to view this. So yeah, get straight into the first thing. So I'm using Grok AI. Grok AI, I know, controversial as is, I know. AI. Yes, I'm using AI to create the topics because in the spur of the moment, I wanted to get this in, and I didn't want to do too much planning for it like I've done in the past for these podcasts that I did on this channel, on Twag's channel. So, and like, I've talked to Grok AI enough, so it kind of knows me, so it actually has some juicy stuff. And I just asked it, like, best podcast topic list as I'm turning the age 26 for my personal YouTube channel, and another topic list for a podcast of controversial / deep conversation. So there's a lot of nuggets I've learned throughout this past year or two since the last podcast. since it's basically been 2 years, right? So a lot of things, I mean, I could talk about relationships, but bro, let's not get into that right now. We'll get into that when we get into that. But right now, life at 26, what I knew at 20 was a lot of things about, just taking a leap of faith, basically. That's the biggest thing I would tell myself at 20. I mean, taking a leap of faith in whatever I do, especially like talking to girls, like friends, etc. Like, just take a leap of faith, but you never know what could come of it if you just contact that said person. And if they don't hit you back up, if they don't, what you call flake, what I wish I knew at 20, is confidence. I mean, like I said, confidence is the biggest thing that drives you forward in every avenue of life, whether it be professional with your jobs or future endeavors, right? Or with people, friends, family, loved ones, etc. Relationships, and confidence with strangers, man. Confidence with like whoever you talk to in life. Like, bro, if you speak the way you want to speak, when you want to speak it, instead of like keeping it all within, I mean, sure, there might be drawbacks, setbacks, whatever. But like, I don't know. For me, since I don't know if it's related at all, I'm a Cancer, right? So I do not know if overthinking and my emotionalness as a Cancer is related at all, but people say it is. And well, not people, I literally just had one person. So I was at this birthday party with my sister, right? For my sister, and her friend at the time mentioned how me being a Cancer and overthinking is related to my emotionalness, I guess, and kind of made sense because as a Cancer, I do overthink a lot, right? And that's what the zodiac sign says, and it makes sense. And I don't know, the zodiac stuff, I mean, in general, I feel like it's somewhat accurate, but not like perfectly accurate. Like Tauruses are known for being feisty, or Leos or something else, this, that, and the third. And yeah, like Cancers in general are super thoughtful. Usually they try their best to mend mistakes and give second chances, etc. I mean, each person is different, they all have their own beliefs and all of that. And I don't know if it's related to zodiac sign, of course. So basically, is the point I'm trying to make is that overthinking is one of those things that created this less confident version of me growing up in high school, middle school. Oh, I mean, especially in middle school, high school. I was overthinking like a motherfucker. I was overthinking like crazy, absurdly, and it carried over into college a lot. With just people who I always saw around a lot, like the track team. Because I did sports, I did track in college, and just every social interaction. I mean, I overthought too much on things instead of just like keep it how it is, talk the way you want to talk, and that's just it. So it's just crazy that I'm getting more comfortable with myself now in my later 20s instead of my earlier 20s, right? And some people figure it out earlier too. Like sometimes 18-year-olds can figure it out at that age, or even earlier. Like there's a lot of mature young people out there. It's just rare to see with how society is nowadays, and the social media, this, that, and third. I mean, we all have to be goofy. It really comes down to who you are as a person and who you want to become and how fast you want to become it. Okay, so that's what kind of like aligns with maturity in a way. So if you really are like passionate about getting this, that, and the third in your in a future job, instead of like fooling around and hanging out with the wrong people or going out too much, trying out things that you shouldn't be trying out, this, that, and the third, that's great. Try things out. But then the other coin of that is wasted time, is wasted this, that, and the third, wasting time on energy that you had in the day to hang out and waste 5 hours of your life with a friend that wasn't really adding to your life. It's more just being there just to talk. And I don't know, there's a lot of different ways to think about it for sure. But what I'm trying to say is that when there's opportunities, whether it be utilizing your time wisely versus not, that's the 6-7 of no, I'm joking. So that's like the balance of life that you have to figure it out. Like, what time do I want to use to better myself in, or do you not want to better yourself and just want to hang out and chill and enjoy life? You know, that's the coin we always have to like figure out along the way. And I'll probably keep talking about this similar topic all throughout this podcast, but I just want to touch on it because like it's one of those things that I overthink about all the time. Just that idea alone, because do I want to do this right now? And especially since I graduated college and I'm done with school as of right now, I'm not going past 4 years. It's one of those things that I've always had to figure out as well. Now having free time and investing my time in things that I think matter, like this podcast. So there's a lot of like opportunities in life that you just have to try it out and see, you know? Like there's many moments in the past 2 years that since the last podcast that I've just went out to go out and try to like fuck around and find out, you know? Dead ass. I mean, it's really just going out solo dolo, because I don't have no homies to be like, yo, let's go out. Oh, like, no. Yeah, I just don't have homies that I know that would just do that with me, you know? I mean, but besides that, like literally just going out to go out is one of those things that you take a leap of faith and figure out. Just like hanging out with this friend, hanging out with this new date, this, that, and the third, or trying out this new job, or trying out this new endeavor, like, yeah. And that's like the craziest part, that we always have to figure it out, you know, along the way. That's life. That's the human life cycle. We figure it out as we go. We have a plan in place, but sometimes that plan is never solidified. So it's one of those things you have to understand that life brings with you and comes at you when it does. And you have to handle whatever may occur at the said moment. And handling it appropriately looks different for a lot of people, you know? Some people get feisty, some people can't control their emotions, or some people can. And it really depends on the context of whatever situation, right? But knowing how to handle the mysteries is definitely useful. That's one thing I try to do myself. And yeah. So in terms of like what I would have told myself back when I was 20, just be more confident in your overall. That's one of those things that confident, just keep creating content, keep learning. That's what you can learn in many ways, like reading books. I don't like reading books personally, but I definitely need to get into trying out books more, because there's a lot of value. Like I've been listening to podcasts a lot, and there's a lot of nuggets of knowledge everywhere. I'm gonna be honest, on the internet alone. That's why I listen to podcasts a lot. I look at YouTube videos for learning aligned with my career as a video editor, videographer, photographer, because that's how I started. That's how I got into learning how to do this, that, and third with the camera. So it's just natural for me. And it's also something that has given back to me so much. So I'd rather keep going back to YouTube. I mean, sure, I can go on like these websites that you have to pay and stuff, like Domestika, like that's more for like, you know, niche stuff that you probably don't even recognize. But anyways, there's a lot of resources out there on the internet in general. That's why I don't read books. As is, there's so much out there on the internet. You just got to make sure the internet content you do find, like whether you're researching is valuable, is accurate, and is applicable to the situation that you're trying to solve for yourself, or trying to break into the envelope and like open up and see what could be when you delve into said topic. So like, for example, I wanted to learn more about sound and video, and there's a lot to it. I thought it was like simple, like, oh, mics. No, when it comes to videos, you can have sound effects, you can have a library of sounds, you can have music, you can have this, that, and third to create stories. Like, there's a whole world of sound, and I didn't realize that when I started creating videos back in college. That's when I started back in 2020. So it's one of those things that once you continuously opening up the envelope, opening up that journey, hey, I'm opening this up, let's get into this topic, make sure you get every piece of nuggets that are available within the topic. Don't let it be like, oh, let me cover this topic and that's it. Oh, let me look into everything though, you know, the grand scheme of things. So when I ask AI or Google, hey, this, that, and third topic, like, hey, I'm trying to learn everything. Let me know everything, because you gotta be strict with AI, man. Can we talk about that, bro? AI is dumb as fuck sometimes. I mean, bro, I get mad sometimes. And I'm like, bro, you are smarter than me at searching things at a quicker pace, and you can't figure out how I'm trying to get everything. I have to directly tell you, you gotta get everything. Like, bro, you gotta tell it like it's the dog. Like, hey, down, down, puppy, down, get off the table. Like, bro, I thought we knew this is a no-go zone. This is a no. I thought common sense was in AI, but you gotta tell AI common sense. Like, bro. Anyways, I'm rambling, talking like it's that deep. Okay, one of the topics I did want to talk about though, that's random. Can we talk about 7 Brew? 7 Brew, Manever Brew. Tell me what you knew in Manever Who. What am I just saying? Okay, so 7 Brew is really just, I think, hyped as fuck. Can we talk about the lines? The coffee options are insane. And 3, a Starbucks killer? No, I'm joking. But damn near, because Starbucks is bougie still. But can we talk about how much people waste money on coffee? I'm just doing it here and there just because YOLO recently. I just got into, like, I only visited 7 Brew 4 times, right? There's too many options. I don't know what I like, what I want. So I'm just trying out, you know, the blondie, the brunette, mocha, I don't know. And a couple others, I forgot them. But point being is that I don't understand the hype behind these coffee spots. You can get caffeine for cheaper at the gas station with a Starbucks can or an energy drink, or coffee you can get at work maybe for free, depending on where you work out and if they offer that or not, or like just cheap gas station coffee. I don't know what the hype is behind this $7 plus coffee, but hey, to each their own. I know local shops are appreciative of it. I know I like to do local shops too, here and there, but I mean, bro, the value isn't there because, I mean, bro, like, they give you less liquid for, I don't know, I can go on and on about value of this, value of that, but to be honest though, let's move on. Oh, a big thing I want to talk about for sure is my personal branding. I started out this visuals with Ed content. I mean, page just to get out my video and photo experience and with via reels or photos. And I need to work on that right now. But right now I just started out with photography since I just got this Sony a7S III, which is high quality full frame mirrorless camera. That's mainly a video camera in the first place. If you research it and everything, I'll give you the synopsis. It's a video camera that can do hybrid photos, and I'm just trying to use it more into photography. And I've been doing some track stuff since I am a coach and everything. So it's been fun. The biggest thing I need to break into though is freelancing, and freelancing is competitive as is, but I also feel like I need to give value that's so unique that a client or someone that's looking at my content and stuff always wants to come back for more. And that's the thing I need to unlock for myself, creating that said content just so I can differentiate myself and just going out there and making connections. Connections is the biggest thing in this industry, for video or freelancing work in general. And I just need to keep taking this leap of faith, keep grinding on my off time, and learning through experiences, and whether it be good or bad. So, yeah. And so this gear that I get, like this mic, like this camera, it comes back to fruition with what I want to do in this world where I'm trying to create stories. And I have so many ideas. It's just, I know how much work I have to put into these ideas. That's the main issue. That's the biggest block I have, and obstacle I just need to keep tackling day in and day out. I need to stop limiting myself and start opening up to like just doing whatever idea I have and finishing it, not just having an idea and letting it go. Like, for example, I'm glad I'm even doing this podcast. I don't know how fast I'll edit this by, because it's 5 days until my B-day. I want this to be out my B-day. Is that ideal? No. Because I got work during the week, you know what I'm saying? I have plans. I'm coaching. Like I don't have a busy schedule, but I have a busy enough schedule where, I don't know how many hours I can pour into this content creation life. And that's the caveat I need to start delving into more and really figure it out, my time schedule, so that I can fit that in. Because everyone's hustling in their own ways, you know. I've seen freelance photographers on Facebook, on whatever social media, mainly on Facebook recently, from where I grew up here. And it's very interesting to see how they make it work, whether they be a photographer or a content creator or someone that just goes viral on TikTok or whatever it is, right? And it's very, very interesting how they stick out on their own content and how they're having fun, you know, doing what they do. And I just want to be someone that sticks out for storytelling. So, and that can look like many, many things. And I have to just push the envelope in that messaging and continuously be valuable through socials. I need to just put the time in socials, make my content in socials, and go there. Because go from there. Because the opportunities will come. I have the skills. I just need to put it into action, and not just have my portfolio all on these websites like Google Drive or Vimeo or whatever, right? Or LinkedIn, whatever it is, right? Just start posting, man. I just need to start posting. And I just need to make that time. No more video games, no more MLB The Show 26. But yeah. And then I can delve into the details of that said business, whether it be like, you know, LLC stuff, all that lingo of like branding, messaging, all that jazz when I actually start creating content, you know. I'm starting from day one stuff still, and just figuring it out. But as long as I keep creating content, clients will come. I'm not delusional when I say that. It's just, how will they come and how fast will they come? And that's the mystery of being a freelancer. I mean, I can probably present the same questions. They'll be saying the same thing, like, and they'll probably be talking about connections is probably the biggest thing. Yeah. Okay, we'll get into juicy topic. Dating at 26, man. Holy balls. Okay, let me stop. Holy mackerel. So, yes, dating at 26 is insane. I'm gonna be honest. Because Tinder, Hinge, Bumble are my 3 apps. Hinge has been the only one that's been really getting me anywhere. Oh, and Facebook dating. That's number 4, which I've recently discovered like past 6 months or more, or something like that. And it's wild out there, man. Because The biggest issue I've had personally is no one responding. I'm gonna be dead straight up, call a spade when I say no one responds. And when I say no one responds, I mean a cactus is flying through the desert type of response. Bro, I say hey, I say this, that. I'm trying to start a conversation. They don't want to start it back. And when they do, they eventually just dry up. Like, it doesn't get anywhere, bro. It doesn't get anywhere. I'm like, bro, why would you match with me if you don't want to get to know me? What we doing? Like, what? Okay, if I look good, sure. Is there competition? I think the main issue is there's competition for me. Because I'm not the only guy they're talking to. Okay? And that's what I come to realize, like, oh, this happens. Oh, I won't take it personally anymore. Because back then in college, I was on Tinder, just trying it out. And same issues. They don't respond. And that's the biggest thing, that they just don't respond. And I think I either have competition or I'm boring. And if I'm either of the two, GG's, desert time. Like, desert time. Nobody's talking back. Like, bro. I don't want to lower my standards in any way just because they don't want to respond. And that's what psychological thing I was thinking of like 2 years ago or 3 years ago, whatever it was. Because my hopes just went down the drain. When you're single, alone, you do have these moments in time where you're going through obstacles and you need someone there for you. A family member is great. Family's great, man. But sometimes you just need someone with the outside perspective. And that's where it comes down to, like, having friends. And maybe that's on me too. Like, I need to get friends, man. But at the end of the day, it shouldn't be that hard to have a conversation with a potential crush or match on a dating app, man. Like, why are we wasting each other's time? I just don't understand, man. And I know there's just stereotypes on the other side. I gotta, vice versa. Like, the girls, I've heard many bad stories of creepy guys, weird guys being this, that, and third sexual, off a rip, or being weird, which is definitely possible. There's a lot of guys that make other guys look bad. Good guys don't always finish last because they're not seen at the forefront. It's all by chance. I mean, god dang. Yeah, it's like, that's the hard part about dating in general. You gotta get lucky, bro. And once you have someone that's actually into you, you gotta hold on to them too. And you just gotta hold on to them too. Which delves into my past relationships in a way. Let's see. So I've had two, one longer than the other. I won't go into too many details, but basically, I just want to talk about what I've learned and not really talk this, that, and third, because I respect whoever I had a deep connection with enough to at least, keep details on the down low and give the lessons and reflections that are more valuable, more personal, and more worthwhile to talk about. So, yeah. So the biggest thing I learned with the first one was I need to understand red flags earlier and not just ignore bad qualities that down the line could affect me and the relationship, or both of us in any way, shape, or form, right? That's one thing I realized. I definitely ignored red flags. The other thing about the first relationship, I mean, some things are just out of your hands. Like, you can only do so much as a partner to help them go through whatever trauma or whatever things they're dealing with, right? That you have no hand in helping with. I don't want to go into too many details, but I'll keep it like that. And yeah, there's a lot to be said, but I'll just say that the biggest things I've learned from the first one was knowing self-respect, knowing what's a no-no and what's a good for me. Like what's a no-no, what's a yes. So you're like, in terms of like longevity of happiness. To put it all in a bundle, in a package, like longevity of happiness looks different for a lot of people, right? And being happy for long term is what matters the most, and I just lost that happiness over time. And yeah, second one I learned was I kind of messed up attaching the first experience I had with a serious relationship into the second one for sure, in terms of thinking that it was similar mindset of like, oh, I'm seeing some red flags. Oh, I need to address them. I address everything, that's the thing. Like I'm the type of guy that if I see a problem, we got to address it right away. That's how it's going to get resolved quickly and we can move on accordingly. And I definitely did that. It's just certain things that I was too hasty, too early on, not giving it enough time, and I've come to realize I'm a dumbass. Let's put a spade. I'm a dumbass, okay? And yeah, I'm a dumbass, man. I could confidently say I do have regrets in the second one for sure, but it is what it is. Decisions I made for that relationship to dwindle it the way it dwindled, it is what it is. And yeah, so the biggest thing I learned from the second one is, the fact that I need to give things more time and understand that both sides are trying their best, It especially if there's a certain type of person you're working with that is passionate in the right ways. Like some people get bad situations where the other person is not passionate at all. Like I've heard stories where girls have bad guys that just don't do the little things, right? Don't give them flowers, chocolate. I hear these stories on social media, so I don't know what it looks like obviously in person, but I can tell it means a lot to do the little things. And for example, right? And there's other situations where the girls could be very bad or toxic as well, or be too what's it called? Not letting the man live his life, I've heard both sides having bad situations or bad partners on both genders, right? And whether it be on social media, through podcasts, like stories and stories and stories, whether it be from the 90s to the 2000s to now's age in the 2020s of like dating, and how it's bad on dating apps with weird intentions, not being transparent. Like people just straight up lie apparently, and they think it's cool. Like people straight up cheat. Like it's wild. But what I'm all in all to say that like the biggest thing I've learned in those 2 serious relationships I've had so far is that if you have someone special, hold on to them tight and really work things out. Because no one's perfect. No relationship is perfect. If you want to become a future husband or wife soon, or to be with anyone, I know that's my ultimate goal, of course, and that's something that I need to work on myself. Like, the biggest thing I need to work on is giving that time and the due justice of opportunity for said partner to give each other that love that you need to figure it out. Because time was the biggest thing I struggled with, understanding how to use time for my favor when it comes to the past relationships I've had. I've given time in the first one. It didn't work out. The second one, I didn't give enough time. I'm like, bro, I'm a dumbass, bro. Because the first relationship, I gave too much time. And the second one, I didn't give enough time. Bro, I'm self-sabotaging myself, bro. So, anyways, like I said, I don't want to get into too much detail because at the end of the day, I care for these people as much as they care for me. And yeah, there's a lot of feelings left there for sure, but like, yeah, can't really do much when you've done the damage you've done. So come to realize it's okay. It's okay. Time is our best healer, and time is our best teacher. That's the biggest thing. I think for any relationship, whether it be serious, friends, workplace, time can heal a lot of things, but sometimes on the other side, if you don't let time heal, your stubbornness could be your downfall too. And I've seen a lot of people be stubborn. Like of course, some people have their justification for being stubborn on how they believe whatever they want to believe for a situation, what they think is justified for feeling. And I'm like, okay, great. You feel that way. I'll let it be. And sometimes you just gotta move on. You gotta walk away. And it happens a lot in life too, whether it be, miscommunication or misunderstanding or whatever situation it might be where one person is stubborn and wants to move on. I was like, okay, move on, let's move on. And that's it. Can't really fight it anymore. You just gotta tell it how it is. They told it how it is. Their stubbornness is whatever they think is justified is their stubbornness. And they might not know it right away. And that's another thing about relationships. You cannot be stubborn. You gotta be open. You can't be closed-minded. And that's one thing is, if I have a future wife anytime soon, that's the biggest thing I will nurture day in and day out. Being open to understanding one another. Being open to different beliefs and understanding, like, hey, at the end of the day, we're partners. We have to understand that over time, you have to love my quirks as much as you have to love as much as I had to learn and love your quirks as a person, as a personality, as a lover, as a friend, as a person to be around. Like, there's so many things to a human being that you have to really delve into and love over time. Yeah, that's the biggest lesson I've learned from the second relationship. I just need to give more time things, and I didn't, and that was my downfall. Yeah. Hopefully my next relationship, whoever that may be, things should just click, right? That's another factor about relationships. Things should just click. It shouldn't be that too much like misunderstanding and friction within the first, 6 months or whatever it is. But I ain't no expert, right? That's what I've heard. My sister told me this, and I'm like, okay, great. The first year should be honeymoon phase or 6 months, whatever the time. She did say 1 year, quote unquote, but I feel like that 1 year is a little too long. I'm gonna be honest, honeymoon phase within the first 6 months should be really good, or at least 3 months, I don't know. Like I said, I only have 2 serious relationships, and yeah, I kind of, I already went into all the details on that I needed to get into with those 2 relationships, and yeah, so that's that, man. That's that. Live and you learn, man. The biggest thing I learned is time is our best friend. Treat it accordingly. and it will treat you back in dividends. Okay, whatever that fucking means, right? No, it really means that like you have to give time enough to see improvements in life, and if you don't, that could be a regretful moment. And yeah, that's what I'm gonna realize, So we all want to live on this earth as much as possible and enjoy every opportunity in time and space we have. And that's the thing I have a battle with. Me overthinking a lot of things too. That was my biggest downfall. I overthink a lot of things. Maybe that's my cancerous ways, being a Cancer sign, zodiac sign, but bro, I like to protect my happiness too much to the point where I overthink the simplest of joys that I have to also realize I have what I have in front of me, and I should be grateful that I have it in the first place. People forget that a lot. What you have in front of you, the family you have, the things you have now, they're there because you earned it or you got lucky enough that it's existing in your life. Like if you came in this life privileged, you better be grateful. You better not be gluttonous. You better not show it off thinking that it's, this is my lifestyle now. Like, bro, things could change left, right, and center for you. Be grateful for what you have and when you have it. And I need to do that as well, especially in relationships going forward. So, yeah, happiness can be fickle, and day to day, I just need to realize, let's see what this next week looks like. Let's see what this next day looks like. Let's see what this next conversation looks like. Let's see what this next month looks like, etc., etc. So I need to be more progressive, understanding that like giving things time is the way of life. Just like it is when you're working, just like it is when you're doing whatever job you're trying to get into, whatever goals you're trying to achieve, whatever fitness or health you're trying to achieve for yourself and your weight or your muscles, your stamina, your whatever your goal is in life, health, lifestyle, friends, etc. You just need to give it time. Loneliness, being alone, you need to give it time. But you also need to put yourself out there. Like, there's opportunities that time gives us all. And as long as you use your time wisely along the way to try and try and try to work on things, because that's all we can do is try. That's the biggest thing I've learned in the past relationships and hardships in life, moments where, I've cried. Loneliness, dealing with breakups in general is never fun, right? And that time and space really gives you a lot of time to reflect and be emotional. And time is our best friend. True and true, but time is our best friend. I hear a lot of sayings in podcasts and stuff when people talk about like health issues like cancer and things of that sort. You have to appreciate the time you have with said people, with said family members that may be dealing with health issues, or friends and family, whoever it may be, right, with health issues. Time is our best friend. And especially when someone passes away, like time is our best friend. A lot of things hurt when they hurt. And yes, you have to deal with them at face value, but you also have to understand that it's not going to be fixable right away. And giving yourself that time to grow, whatever that may look like, whether it be fast or slow, giving yourself that time to develop who you want to become is huge. And just like in life, whenever there's issues or a deal or like issues, whether it be like, for me, for track, I think I like, oh, I can do this, that, third. Nope. Track, just like in life, it really takes time to hone in on habits, hone in on bettering your perspective on things. And another thing about love is you have to align yourself with the said partner as much as possible. That's how you can enjoy each other the most. Because if you're divided on a lot of things, it can become an issue down the line. If you don't align yourself together. Because when you talk to friends, family about said beliefs, you have to be aligned. I mean, sure, you can still have your opinions on this and that third, but you want to be as aligned as possible is what I'm trying to say. You might not be aligned on everything. It's a jigsaw puzzle, man. You might be like this and rotate to this eventually in the relationship, and you'll still mesh together. Like, bro, there's aspects in love that you have to appreciate what you have, appreciate the elements that you do care for one another, but also understand that it's not going to be perfect. Love is never perfect. There's battles, there's obstacles, there's so many hardships, and I just handled the hardships incorrectly. Yeah. Hopefully that helps. I mean, it's a lot there to talk about. There's a lot there. Like I said, biggest thing is time. Give yourself time to heal. Give yourself time to reflect. Give yourself time to work through issues, work through this and that third, and figure out ways to be happy along the way with your partner or with your friend or with your coworkers at work. Figure out ways to enjoy life. Yeah. What I want to talk about is the taking deep breaths, man. Taking deep breaths, like, do it with me now. I feel like there's a weight off your shoulders. Like, bro, taking deep breaths are so underrated. Nobody talks about that enough. Like, I am dead Irish. Like, yo, taking deep breaths is like A1 sauce. Like A1, like S tier, like anything. And this literally applies to anything in life. Say like you're in a bad situation, right? Or you're claustrophobic, or you're dealing with this emotion, you're dealing with this, that, and third with work or a person or a situation, or having a hard decision, hard thing to deal with, hard decision to make, or you're in a pickle, you're et cetera. There's so many situations where taking a deep breath helps so much. Like, I've had situations where I had crazy car situations where I almost got hit twice. Like, oh, that's one thing I want to add. I forgot. Bro. People do not check their blind spots, bro. 2 times this past year, when I was 25 years old, like, there's 2 people. Okay, this is flipped, so technically it's this way. Wait, I'm confused. Yeah, the right side. Wait, this is my right. This is your right. Okay. Anyways, okay, I'm driving, right? Someone's I was right behind this person. Okay, this is better. So this is me. I'm right behind this person that's in front in the next lane, right? I'm about to drive past them, but they don't see me, and they're already trying to veer into my lane, thinking it's open, bro. Bro, it's not fucking open. Check your blind spot, bitch. 2 times this happened. Exact same situation. One on the highway, one on this highway-ish road. That's pretty big, but it's not a full-on highway where you're going 70, you're going like 50. But point is, it happened twice. And that shit's insane because, bro, when that happens, where you're like shocked, like, oh shit, this just happened. Oh my gosh, I could have died here. This could have been a lot worse, and it could have been. That happens a lot in life, man. It does. Shit turns out Shit can turn south whenever it wants to. When you go out, shit can turn south. When you just walk around in public, shit can go south. Anything can happen in life. We know this, right? Like, I'm a type of guy, like, what if this, what if that, and like that ass, like, what if it could happen, bro? A lot of shit could happen in life, and you don't know until it happens. So what I'm trying to say is you gotta be prepared to remind yourself to take a deep breath. Take a deep breath, bro. And I'm talking like work. I'm talking about everything, man. Relationship, random situations, weirdos, etc., etc., etc. Why? It can help you mentally make the right decision. And it can lower your heart rate. There's so many benefits, bro. Like, I can go on and on about this. Like, you're talking about working out too, taking deep breaths so you can recover your breath, get slow down that heartbeat, make you realize, oh, I'm okay, I'm good. If you're hyperventilating, etc., etc., it's not a fix to something. It's not like a, oh shit, it's gonna fix everything. No. But it's definitely gonna be like one of those things that helps in life that I think no one talks about, bro. Taking a deep breath is huge. And I'm talking like, especially when you're going through it, man. Like emotionally, depression, like take a deep breath, embrace the moment, realize what's going on. Just think, reflect. Like there's so many, like I wish I told myself this more, because like, especially when I was depressed, man, I needed to take a lot of deep breaths, man, before I do some dumb shit. Anyways, we're not gonna go into dumb shit that I've done in the past because of a breakup. But hey, but it's nothing crazy. I mean, it's just, okay, fine. I'll tell you just because I mentioned it, I had to finish it. I've been to some strip clubs after. It's not good, bro. It's not worth it. Trust me. Save your money, man. Let's talk about strip clubs real quick. That's it. They're not worth your time. Period. Point blank. Period. Unless you're trying to talk to someone, just to talk to someone, sure. That's their job. That's how they market themselves. They have to talk to you. You know what I'm saying? To get their shmoney honey. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, no, it's not worth it. And yeah, so just want to talk about that. Taking deep breaths is huge, and being solo dolo in life is actually liberating. Like, people talk about being single is so fun. I mean, I see what they mean. It's not all sunshine and rainbows though, but sure. It's just interesting how some people really enjoy being single versus people that don't, and yeah, it's very interesting. To say the least. But being single has its benefits, of course, but it also has its downsides. But being in a relationship can also be very stressful and has its downsides too. So it's really finding your happy place wherever you're at, right? And realizing that going solo dolo is just fine sometimes, okay? And whether you're in a relationship or not, like, going solo dolo is okay. Sometimes you don't have those friends. Sometimes you don't have someone that's actually there, ready to be there with you for set events, and like, it's okay, bro. It's okay. Go enjoy the event. See if you find some strangers to talk to actually connect with. And if you don't, enjoy the vibes. Because at the end of the only thing that's could be a downside is like those awkward moments that happen when you're going solo dolo. You can't prevent those, just like you can't prevent anything when you go out and have fun, bro. You can't prevent the unpreventables, bro. You can only enjoy, go out, find out, poke around and find out, and just enjoy. That's all you can do, enjoy, man. It's like, add the vibes, don't subtract the vibes. You feel me? Bring vibes. Don't let your vibes be diminished by this, that, and third that's going on in your head. Just enjoy. Keep it simple. Enjoy the presence. Enjoy the environment, because you went there, because you care about where you're going, and that's it. I mean, whether it be a trip, an event, restaurant, etc., going solo dolo is just dandy, bruh. And I've come to realize it's very powerful. Like, it's sure you might be wasting money in the grand scheme of things, but it's investing into experiences that you wanted to have. Plain point period. Plain point period, man. You wanted to have that experience. You couldn't find someone to do it with, so you're going solo dolo, bro. And like, no one talks about this enough, man. Going solo dolo is just great in life, man. Like, I've done this growing up for video games too, bro. I never had friends growing up to play video games, bro. I always did the solo dolo, and it kind of relates to life, man. Like, you gotta go solo dolo in life when your career too. Like, you gotta figure it out yourself. Like, bro, solo dolo, you traversing. Oh shit. Well, my car. Fuck. I'll turn my lights on. Okay. Anyways, you traverse life solo dolo in so many ways. Yes, you have family. Yes, you have loved ones. But like, at the end of the day, you're dealing with your shit. You're dealing with so many things in life. Keep embracing the experiences. Keep exploring. And keep fucking around and finding out. Because at the end of the day, that's what you're here for in this life, man. Enjoy life. Enjoy what life brings. And that's it. All right, have a good one. Yeah. I don't know where I'm going to add this part to the podcast, but I'm going to fucking add it in. Bye. Yeah. Next thing I want to talk about, financial stuff, bro. I need to get into that, bro. I've been trying to get financially smarter, but not recently. When I think it's like a celebration of life, like a birthday, I splurge like a motherfucker. I splurge like crazy, man. I splurge. As you can tell in that 7 brew, I splurged. When I know deep down, I can conserve. I can save. Less dollars spent is better investments into saving for yourself and your future. Spending less is investing into your future, your financial future, whatever that may look like. So that savings account, that high yield savings account, or that 404, whatever it's called, RIA fund, I don't know what they're called, but basically, I've been trying to get more financial literacy, okay? Financial literacy, and I've been trying to do that a lot. Whether it be through stocks, through savings accounts, through, yeah. And then I'd be doing the gambling, bro. I do sports gambling. That's a mistake, bro. Do not do sports gambling unless you actually think you have a chance to know that whatever money you're investing in gambling will be lost, most likely. So yeah, that's my 2 cents about financial stuff. Even though we don't need to get into gritty details, I'm not an expert. I'm just touching on the subject because, gosh dang, it's serious. And I wish I did this in high school more. That's one of those things that I wish I just learned more about financial literacy in general. Whether it be through a book, a podcast, whatever way I would learned it. Learning how to save early on when you start your first job is huge. And it will pay dividends to when you get older, because then you'll see your financial literacy carry over into your adulthood. So what I'm saying is, whatever money you do earn as you're youngin', definitely keep using those same tools as you earn money as you age, because it's gonna help you save money for that retirement fund, man. It's huge, man. And I need to keep working on that myself, because, man, I know how to be frugal. I know how to save and get cheap, but I also know how to spend too much and just ignore disciplines. So you also have to learn how to become disciplined, understanding what's worth it and what's not worth it, and really understand the value of things better. Yeah. And another thing, yeah, of course, freelancing kind of goes with that. So what I invest into myself in my future, hopefully comes back to me in dividends. So that's why I'm trying to create this content now, and hopefully make some good content from this. and with this mic and camera, etc. So yeah. Now, future self. Oh, mental health. I already talked about mental health, my dealing with breakups and dealing with this, that, and the third. So I kind of touched on mental health. Future self. So what do I want to see in the future for myself? I have been doing Brazilian. That's a fun fact about me. I've been doing it from Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I think it's a fun sport, man. I've been, yeah, like I said, photography, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I've been trying things out. Burn boot camp, like that's some nice health lifestyles that are great for you. And very helpful for not only stamina, but like life skills. Like for example, like Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is the reason why I got into Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, because of the fact that it can be applicable to my future kids, my future waifu, man. If you need to protect yourself in hand-to-hand combat, do similar to like MMA, but just being able to know how to take someone down correctly to the ground and take advantage of them, in that advantage of being on the ground is huge in life, whether it be, sexual assaults, to prevent sexual assault cases that could go wrong, especially for women out there. I think Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is one of those skill sets that will help you tenfold when you're in bad situations when it gets physical. Obviously, it won't be a solution in the moment, depending on the situation, of course. You never know. Every situation is different. But if we're talking about on the ground situations, or taking advantage of someone while having to tussle, whatever the conflict may be, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, I think, is one of those foundational things that is going to help you with that, and taking advantage of the situation so it's in your favor more, so that you can also be less weight than the said person and less stronger, and so take advantage of them. That's what Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu can do for you, by taking advantage of that said person the right ways, with attacking their leg, attacking their neck, their head, their arm, their shoulder, this, that, and the third, and using their own body against them, their own weight against them, this, that, and the third. So all I'm saying is really look into Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and see how valuable it is. I know Joe Rogan's talked about it. That's one of those another thing I want to talk about is podcasts, man. I've been trying to get a lot of nuggets of knowledge, and I've been doing that through podcasting. And I love listening to podcasts. I love listening to Nightcap, especially my boy Unk, Shannon Sharpen, Mr. ISO Joe. And man, I love those guys, man. Unk is hilarious. Ocho, he's a goofball. Man, he could be the biggest capper ever. But I just wanted to touch on podcasts I've been listening to, and that one's the biggest one, Nightcap, because I love me some sports. I love me some sports conversations that are fun and entertaining and knowledge filled at the same time. And it brings the aspect of life that I loved growing up, because I always grew up on ESPN, listening to top 10 sports, what's the next scoop of this sport, that sport, for baseball, basketball, football, and yeah. And the other podcast, Joe Rogan, I've been listening to Joe Rogan here and there, but I get bored of Joe Rogan, I'm not gonna lie. So Joe Rogan's a bit hit or miss for me, but I do listen to him here and there when I feel like there's a nice guest that, like for example, I just listened to the Justin Gaethje and Joe Rogan podcast that just came out like an hour ago, talking about UFC 250, which is a huge event that was freaking sick at the White House. I mean, everyone has their own opinion about that event, but I mean, I think it was a spectacle, for sure. I wish I was there in person, but just watching on my Paramount Plus subscription, goddamn. And yeah, one of those days I'll be financially free to go out and explore the world more. That's one of those things I do have more aspirations for. Learning to be financially smart so that I can explore the world more without having to worry about finances along the way. I think that's huge. And that's definitely what I want to do before my 30s. And finding whatever avenue I can do that financially to make that happen. So yeah, those were my other aspirations. Definitely go explore the world more. and really get more cultures in me, you know? Learn Spanish too. That's one of the most things that I need to work on more. I've been Duolingoing like crazy. I have a 500-day streak, but that don't mean nothing. I can't get lo que papo, que papi, or whatever I don't. Okay, my point is, this is not gonna be a Spanish podcast out of nowhere. Okay, I'm not fluent enough. Like, yo necesito que a saber un montón de cosas, tópicos, vocabulario, words. I need to learn a lot of words, and I just need to continuously, similar to like learning my job and stuff, I just need to put in that time. So I need to put in like 30 minutes every day, and I just need to make that a habit. I need to have good habits, whether it be fitness, life, and learning. Say less, you know what I'm saying? But the thing is, I say it, but I gotta do it, and that's the hard part. I suck at doing. I know I have these right mindsets to do things, but I just don't do it, man. God. Anyways, that's what I'm struggling with, just doing. But yeah, that's my goals, man. That's the vision for like my 26s and beyond. Going into my 30s, man, I'm getting old, man. But I'll keep creating content. That's the hope. And yeah. So now let's get into the crazy conversations. Man, this is only an hour in. Jesus, I probably talked about that. Man. Okay, so controversial deep conversations. The first one is modern dating. The hookup culture versus waiting for marriage. So it really depends on the person you're talking to, and their values and their beliefs, and if they're religious or not, or their life change. I know the thing is, as time goes on, everyone's goals change over time as well. Whether you're, and a lot of those things, a lot of factors that come into what changes for said person's values or beliefs, or for hookup culture versus marriage, is experiences, whether it be good or bad. And usually bad experiences causes a culmination of like changes for people. And for example, for me, like, you know, my past relationships, I had bad experiences, and now I've understood how to handle those bad experiences better. And it's one of those things that will always be a revolving circle for a lot of people, just figuring out their goals, whether it be through dating, through their lifestyles, you know, do what they invest their time into, et cetera, et cetera. The list goes on. But hookup culture is crazy bad. To basically answer this question of hookup culture versus marriage, I mean, why are we doing a hookup culture, bro? I mean, I understand the hookup culture. I like it too, personally. I do mess around, but not to the point where that's something I want to do. That's not my aspiration to do. When I'm at that age where I'm open to see what comes, and hopefully it's serious. And if it's not serious, I'm trying to find that serious person. And yeah, that's it. Yeah. Okay, so next one, is therapy overrated? No. Personal growth without professionals. Yeah, that's definitely hard to say, therapy being overrated. This is very interesting. Grok made this. So yeah, that was the second one from Grok. There's a lot of value in therapy. It has to be financially make sense too, because you have to pay for it. Depends on your situation, of course, and your healthcare coverage. Because healthcare insurance, oh man, that shit's annoying. That's annoying to deal with. Like I said, therapy is definitely the most powerful tool you can have to have a different perspective from your parents, family, friends, co-workers, etc. about personal issues that they can unlock and show you your faults and your mistakes along the way of what you're thinking about in a certain situation that you might have done, you know, and like really open up the world and see, oh, this is the better perspective on this, instead of being so close-minded, you know. they can unlock that closed-mindedness and make you more open to understanding different perspectives and ways of looking at solving things. And therapy is definitely a tool I would definitely recommend. I personally do not do that often, but I definitely did for my first breakup. I was dealing with that a lot. It was bad. And I invested into that for at least like a month or two, and it definitely did help, but I lost the need over time, and financially it just didn't make sense anymore as well. So kind of came all together, and I just feel like sometimes it gets dull in therapy sessions, which is bad. And I don't think it's the therapist that's the issue. It's really just me. How fast do I want to create change for myself is the issue. Because once you start creating that change, you'll see changes that are usually positive, or if not, you learn things from those bad experiences as well. So making positive changes quicker is definitely huge. Like going out there and talking to people, that's one of the steps you take to get out of thinking about your said ex or said bad friendship, sad past job, sad past experience in general. So yeah, just going out there, keep going. Life moves on. Life will always move on. That's one of the things I like. It's hard to get the right perspective of knowing that, like, when something bad does happen in a relationship, and you feel like you could have done something better or whatever it is, regret, etc., whatever the situation may be, life moves on. It's not reassuring that I say that, but that's why I say time is healing. Time is our best healer, because time will help you understand the value of, like, oh, this is just one moment in my life. This is good. This was one moment in my life. I could have done this, that, and third better, or whatever. And I just gotta move on. That's it. Turn the page and keep on chugging through the life cycle and just continue doing positive things is the best way of looking at it. When shit goes fan, when shit hits the fan, you gotta keep trying to move on in the healthiest way possible for you and your mental, and it's okay for you to take time to do that. It really is. Some people need more time than others, and some people just need to work on their mental more than others. So it's like there's a lot of factors, and you have to figure it out as you go. Social norms, like roles in life. I mean, those are interesting topics, I guess. Societal norms are always weird. I think societal norms should not be that too heavy based on your said relationship, unless one partner thinks that it should be. Like, traditional this, traditional that. Like, bro, the relationship you have is what creates the norms. Let me say that again. Any norms, societal norms, are great and all, but it shouldn't be a hallmark of your said relationship. Your relationship is your relationship. Your person that you love is the person you love for who they are and what they bring to the table. And if you think that traditional norms, like having no sex until marriage, is like one of those hallmarks for people that are religious, like, or another thing could be having a traditional marriage in general. There's many ways to look at. There's a lot of societal norms in terms of relationships that can hinder the connection you have with someone. So focusing on just the connection you have and focusing on how to always work on that said connection a healthy way, instead of worrying about norms in life, like, will definitely be a lot more important for longevity of your said relationship too. Because a lot of people forget that societal norms, like, for example, the guy providing or the girl doing this, that, and third, like, bro, those societal norms they're old, man. They are old. You have to be present with what you have now, appreciate what you have now and the connection you have now with said person, because you don't know how that could just go away with a couple mistakes, a couple hasty decision making, hasty this, hasty that, of feeling this way and that and third, not handling how your beliefs and the other person's beliefs have to mesh the right way and be worked upon as you go in the relationship. And that's one thing like I said already, like I already touched on a similar topic, but like, societal norms should definitely not be a hallmark in your relationship unless you and the other partner agree that it should, okay? And you think it's gonna help you better in some way in life. Because societal norms are just so annoying, because they really do not matter unless you let them matter to you and your relationship and who you love with. So what matters more is the love you have with the connection you have should be nurtured and loved and created more and more strong, instead of any societal norms, any norms at all that society makes that could conflict with the love you have for someone, okay? That's all I'm saying. AI is definitely getting jobs out of our way, but I mean, AI is a tool at the same time. I just don't know if there will be like some type of like legalization of banning AI in certain ways. That would be interesting to see in the future for sure, since we're now in an age where AI is pretty prevalent, and AI agents too, which are even more insane. Body image, pressure, being athletic at 6'5", bro. I don't care about that anymore, bro. Me being 6'5" doesn't mean squat diddly poop to me, bro. It's just literally, I hate societal norms because of this, bro. 6'5", somewhat attractive, says, oh, I can get any girl in the world. Bro. The guy themselves has to be confident to even use what they have. Just like a 5'10", 5'5", whatever guy, he has to use what he has. And then, what is that? Personality, looks, beyond just height, bro. Like, traits are traits, yes, but you have to make sure that your mental and your personality aligns to who you are as a person, and you maximize your potential through those strengths. If I'm 6'5", sure, I can do this, that, and third if I really want to, but do I want to? And if I don't, fuck off. Let's be honest, bro. Let's be honest. Okay? And societal pressures are so annoying because of that. That's why I say societal norms should not factor in your happiness. In general, bro. Yes, I know they're a part of our lives, but like, staying happy with where you are in life, with said person or by yourself or whatever, within the circumstance you have right now, is more important than outside factors that you cannot control. And those outside factors are political matters, are societal matters that you have you can have a say in, sure, give your opinion on, but who's the one stamping the legal papers? Who's the one solidifying official documentation that this, that, and third is not going to happen anymore because of this, that, and third, right? Like, bro, you can only control what you control in life. Focus on what you control, and that's it. That's all I'm trying to say, man. Whether it be body image, relationships, control what you can control, and the outside factors, don't let them outside factors affect you. And that's why I need to learn and continue reminding myself too. Like, it's annoying, but yeah. Appreciate what you have, and don't think that something's better is always going to be better outside of it. And if there is, you have to find out, but you don't know. It's a mystery. It's a mystery box, bro. You're taking a leap of faith regardless if you do get out of that norm, you know? Maybe, I don't know. It's I'm talking out of my ass when I say this, bro, because I'm talking about what ifs a lot here when I'm saying this, but it's really true, man. You gotta be happy with what you have, and if you think you can do better, you can do better. But just make sure that it's realistic. along the way. Maybe that helps a little bit and understand what I'm trying to say. So next one, long-term goals versus present happiness. Yeah, being present is huge, but also aspiring for better happiness is huge as well. So it kind of like goes hand in hand. You have to appreciate what you have. Like I said 1,000 times, appreciate what you have. Appreciate what you have in this life as of right now. And that's all you can focus on, and continuously trying to put yourself out there to hopefully gain more happiness along the way. I think that would be a great way to end this podcast, by the way. This is long enough as is, 1 hour and 20. Thank you guys for listening, man. I had this whole little conversation in this parking lot, man, but anyways, this is really more of a personal endeavor with me with this podcast. I'm doing it for fun. New little setup we got going on, a little different quality than my old camera, and sound is different, but yeah, now I can go wherever I want with this camera, with this mic, so no excuses for quality now, technically, you know? The biggest takeaways I hope you learned is that, yeah, the little things in life matter. The present stuff, little things matter in life that you presently have. Aspiring to have more happiness should always be within your realm, whether you're really down and out, depressed or whatever. There's always light through the tunnel, and it's just depending on how your perspective is and how you can change that, so you can get yourself going little by little to gain momentum to bettering yourself. And that looks different for a lot of people. It really does. But trying is all you have to do, whether you're down and out. Trying to do this, trying to do that, trying and trying and trying again is all you can do. Whether it's a lonely issue, a personal issue, or with the partner, keep trying and trying and trying until the wheels come off. And the wheels should never come off, honestly. If it's a personal one, if it's personal things, if it's with someone else, the wheels can come off for sure. Okay? The wheels can come off spinning like crazy, bro. When you're talking about another human being you're trying to connect with, they really can come off hard, bro. They really can. And that's okay. You move on. You still have your personal issues. You still have to be the best you. And that comes down to keep trying and trying and trying. Life is a cycle of trying this, that, and third, and not giving up along the way, so that you can see dividends, you can see the results, you can see what you're trying gets you somewhere that you want to be in life, okay? So hopefully that's the biggest thing you took away from this, and happy 26, man. Dang, man, I'm about to be 26 in 5 days, bro. Insane. We'll see when I release this podcast, but yeah, hopefully y'all enjoyed. Twag or Visuals with Ed. Follow that account, by the way. Like and subscribe. I can't believe I'm doing this podcast again, because I didn't think I was going to come back to this thing. I'm not going to lie. Once it turned 2026 in 2025, I was like, bro, where's my 2025? Where's my 2026 paper? You know, like, but now I'm doing the 2030. Now I'm doing the 2026 podcast, turning 26. So that's the hallmark I guess I'm going for now. I don't know, but we'll see where this goes. We'll see where this goes next. And it's all about just trying for me. So I got to keep trying. Making time for not only for me, my future self, and my memories I want to create with this podcast and other content I do make for my personal accounts on YouTube or whatever socials I post this on as well. But I really think these conversations are helpful, not only for me personally, but also to like put it out there in the world. Like, hey, this is how you can think. This is that third, you know. I'm not perfect either, you know. I'm not a therapist. I ain't no expert. I've been through things. I've had family things, you know. Everyone has their own things that they have to deal with in life, and I think talking about them in a space that's straightforward and simple is helpful. And I hope that it's valuable to have listened to this to the end. If you are still listening, and yeah, thank you for listening so far. And yeah, see you when I see you next. Bye-bye.